أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. Inshallah, today we are going to learn dua istikhara. So first you need to know what a dua istikhara is. So what is dua istikhara? Dua istikhara is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help one make a choice. Do you get it? What does it mean? Sometimes you have to make a decision between two things. You have to decide what is good and what is not. So it's like choosing the best of two things where one needs to choose one of them. Like you have two directions to go in. You don't know which one. You have two things and you can only take one. So now you don't know which one is good for you. So then that is the best time to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, help me, because I don't know what is good for me, right? Do we know what is future holds for us? We don't know anything about our future. Who knows about our future?
Allah.
Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. So when He knows the future, does it make sense to ask someone who already know what's going to come to us? Yeah, because we can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He knows what's going to happen to us in the future. So when we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, help me with this. And then He helps us. He helps us by guiding us. So where we can use dua istikhara. Now you know what the istikhara mean. I just told you istikhara exactly like this. It means asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help one make a decision. When can we do this dua? Yes?
When we're thinking what should we do, like is this good or bad?
Yes. True, that is true. When we need to decide, we can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like, give me some examples. I need to know when can I make this dua? What are the times? Like, what would you think?
Like when you're like, if you're deciding should you, like if you're playing video games and it's prayer time, you ask Allah for the decision.
No, you are not going to do dua istikhara at that time. You know why? Because praying is must.
I know, but like shaitan's like.
Yeah, then you need to say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. If shaitan is coming to you and he wants you to play video game when it's the namaz time, then suddenly you need to say A'udhu billah and you continuously reading it. You continue reading until you are like, no, I need to pray. You need to remind yourself, how long is it gonna take to pray?
5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes, right? And your video game, how long does it take? Hours. So which one? If you look at the balance, hours takes more weight, or it takes longer, or your namaz. Namaz is only 5 minutes. But for us, it seems like so heavy, right? Praying, because you have to stop everything, you have to go make wudu, and then you need to pray. It's not heavy. The only reason we feel heavy, namaz, or it feels like a burden, because shaitan make us think that way. So you got to remember. One thing you always need to remember, your biggest enemy in the world is the shaitan. He will never let you go in Jannah. You have to remember this. And you have to keep reminding yourself, my enemy does not want me to go to Jannah. Why? Because he promised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm not going alone. I'm dragging your people with me. Now our job is more tough. Our protection is like requires a lot of efforts because he is very active. So we need to be as active as him. So he doesn't sleep. He is like day and night just thinking about ways for us to go to hellfire. While we sleep, he is actively thinking. But we go to sleep and we're not thinking about anything, right? But look at him. He is very smart. He knows exactly all those steps which will take us to hellfire. So he will come to your way from every direction. He will come to you from upward, from forward, backward, from your sides. He will attack you. He will attack all of us. Because it's just like that. Because he knows he has to go to hellfire. Now he doesn't want to be alone. He needs company. Do we like company? Or do you want to be alone when you go to a new place? There's nobody there. And you're all alone. You don't want to be there alone, right? You need somebody there. So that's the same way. Shaitan doesn't want to be in the hellfire alone. He wants to have big company. He wants to have a lot of people with him. So then he enjoys it. But we don't want to be one of those. I don't want any of you from my class to be one of those, right? I think it's true, right? I think all of you would want the same thing. You don't want to be the shaitan's companion, shaitan's buddy, best friend. Do you want to be his friend? No. So we need to protect ourselves. So dua istikhara, there are times when you can ask for it. You can read this dua when, like maybe if you have to make big decision, like for our parents, sometime when they have to buy a house. That's a big decision, right? Making one bad decision is going to affect the whole family. Like let's say you had only this much money and you can buy a house only once. Are you going to invest that money into a house which is not in a good neighborhood? Maybe when you will go live in that house, your neighbors are bad. Your kids will, they will get bullied. Of course, then it's because you bought a house. It's hard for you to move because you already paid for it. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does, if you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help, like you read dua istikhara before buying, then if that house is not good for you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not make you buy it. Is that good or bad?
Good.
That's really good. I don't want to buy something which is going to make me upset later on in my life or make me regret. I don't want to spend my money on something like that. Now, think about car. When we want to buy a car, you have two choices. Like you see two cars. You can either buy this car or you can buy that car. Now you don't know which one is good out of those two. Because maybe one of the car, if you buy this car, and in the future, after a few months, you get involved in a car accident. You don't want to do that, right? So then you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I don't know which car should I buy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, can you help me? So when you ask this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, can you help me? What are you supposed to say? Dua istikhara. Good job. So proud of you guys. MashaAllah, everybody's doing so good. So that's the time when you need to read. Now come to more examples. Now I need to buy maybe a video game. Or maybe I want to buy something, right?
Like a food item.
Food item you can buy,
Like
but still, yes.
You don't know if it's haram or halal.
Yes, even for the food item. You want to buy something, like you really like that game and you are like, or I really like this candy. Should I buy it or not? I don't know if this candy is going to be good for me or not because we don't know. We might take it, it's bad for our body, right? So then, if you know this dua, you can just read it before buying it because you have temptation. You really want to buy it. Do you ever notice those temptations when you go to store? You really want to buy it and you feel like it's a matter of life and death. You want it, you want it, you want it right now. And then I want you to pause, even at the store, pause for a minute and then read your dua. And then saying the dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, help me, help me, help me. By the time you end with the dua, you will definitely have an answer. If you still have the temptation, go ahead, buy it. But if you feel like some doubt, that means it's due to your dua istikhara. Because now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want you to buy this. Yes.
Like, can you also do if you're like a child, like a kid, like a 5-year-old wants to buy a toy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like sees a display and he really wants it, and he asks his mom, but before he asks his mom, he just thinks, what happens like if I get this, it doesn't turn out how I want it to be. Can you also read the lines for
Yes,
something like
exactly.
that?
Yes, exactly. That's what I told you. Like for before you buy anything, before you look at the toy and you are like, oh, I really like this toy, but you really don't know whether this toy is gonna be beneficial for you or not. So always make a habit. Before you do anything, before you buy anything, like let's say now you want to go out, and now you have two choices. You are like, I have to go to two places, but I don't know which one I should go first. Should I go to store first, or should I go to my friend's house first? I don't know which one should I do first. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Read the dua, and then after you are done, whatever comes in your heart, do that. That is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is what we are going to learn today. You know the companions of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Companions? Who are the companions? Yes?
Fatima?
Companions are his friends.
Oh.
The people who were around him during that time. The people who were very close to him. Those are the companions.
I'm trying to remember this name.
So the companions, they are also our role model, just like our role model is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the companions used to read this dua. You know, you will be really surprised to see this. They knead dough. You know kneading dough?
Yeah.
Why we need dough?
To make roti.
To make roti, to make pizza,
Paratha.
bread, paratha. So when they used to do that, kneading dough, so they wanted to put some salt in it, and then you don't know how much, they would read this dua. Can you believe it? For us, it's such a small thing, and we are like, who is going to read the dua just for putting salt? Because when we are baking or making something, do we really stand, pause, and then read the dua? No, because we just grab the stuff from the pantry and then we just add stuff, spices and everything. They used to do that too. Everything, they used to make dua. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help. Now, what's the benefit? When you are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help, number one, it's going to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. Yes, good job, Ayan. It's going to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy that He's asking me for everything. And then He will never get you hurt in anything. So you will never have loss anywhere. You will always be in a win-win situation. Now, second thing is, when you read this dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you from everything bad. Bad, which is going to come from that thing you're asking help for. Like we have to decide if that thing is bad for you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never let that thing come close to you.
Like if you're like deciding on a job and you don't know if the job is
Yes, excellent. Yes, if you're applying for a job or you want to submit application someplace, you want to start volunteer, you want to start like a job, you have to go for interview, for everything. Before everything, you have to read this dua. So I want all of you, all my kids here, I want you to learn this dua. Really good. Believe me, this dua will help you in every moment, every day of your life, from now on till the day you die. It will protect you for everything, and this will be the best asset. This would be the best thing you can do to yourself. And do you know that Prophet ﷺ used to teach his companion this dua as he used to teach them Quran. We know that Quran is the most important thing.
I thought namaz was
Quran, because Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's direct words. Namaz is must for us. Namaz is something which we have to do. That's our part, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it obligatory for us. We have to. There is no choice. We cannot say, today I'm not in the mood and I think I'll pray tomorrow. What will happen if I skip my namaz? Anything gonna happen, Anisa?
Yes.
What will happen if we skip namaz?
Our deeds are, we're gonna lose our good deeds.
Yes, we will get bad deeds. Yes.
Allah gets mad.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get mad. But anything gonna happen to you physically? There are times when we don't, sometimes we miss our namaz. Does anything happen to us, like you see all of a sudden you get injured, all of a sudden, like something really bad happened to you? Yes? Yes?
Shaitan gets happy.
Shaitan gets happy, but believe me, nothing bad happened to you. Like, we don't see that. We skip namaz and then you see all of a sudden your hand got chopped off, you got this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is punishing you. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't punish us like that. But if you miss namaz, your angels are gonna write it down. The angel on your left side, he gets busy. Which angel do you want to get busy, right or left?
Right.
Yes, good job, excellent. We want our right angel to get busy. How is he going to get busy? When you do a lot of good deeds and he is busy writing, filling all the scrolls, all the sheets of papers. Oh my God, this person is not stopping. Just keep doing good stuff. How much am I going to write? And you want to make him tired. And you want your left angel to go to sleep. You don't want to wake him up. If you wake him up, we're in trouble. It means then he is busy, he's writing down. And then if the right side is going to write more on the day of judgment, the balance is going to come. On the balance, when our right side paper is going to be there, it's going to bring our scale down. And that's a good thing.
What happens if it brings down all the way to the floor?
Oh, so good. That's what we're aiming for. That's what we want to do. So now, right now, what we are doing. Yes, Mariam? Yeah, that's so. Inshallah, we will do one class on that. If your deeds, good deeds and bad deeds tie.
Oh.
Yes, we talked about it last class too, but we didn't discuss. But somebody pointed out, and I said yes, because it requires a lot of discussion, and I want my kids here to learn everything. So inshallah, we will do in a class when it's a tie. That's a tough situation. You guys want to learn today, or should we do it some other day?
Today.
You want to learn it today?
Yes.
So, okay, guys, I give you priority for that. So, give priority to Mariam because Mariam is the one who started this. So, let's say a person is doing good stuff, plus he's also doing bad stuff. Now, your deeds are balanced, equally balanced. You have your good deeds 50, bad deed 50. Now, what's going to happen? Because normally what happened, if your balance is slightly down, right side, the person will go to Jannah. Even if it's slightly down by 0.5%,
Or
one, just it's almost like it was supposed to be 50-50, but now your balance is like I would say 49. 49 and what on the other side? It was 50-50. Now you have 51 and 49. Right? Good deeds 51, the person will go to Jannah.
Wait a minute, so if it's 50-50, then...
Yeah, so now we are coming to it. But if your bad deeds are 51 and your good deeds just 49, the person will go to hellfire. Now there will be some people who are like 50-50, perfect balance. The balance, the balance, the physical balance, I remember I showed it to you. Yeah, so that balance is equally balanced. Now, all the people on the day of judgment, it will be cramped up. So many people there. And then everybody, one by one will come forward, and then the balance, their good deed, all their deeds will be balanced there, and then they will get the paper. As soon as you get the paper in right hand, it will be said, go to Jannah. They will go there. So people are just moving, right? So you have people moving towards Jannah, you have people moving towards Jahannam, but those people whose balance is equal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have them stay there. But believe me, that day is already so hot. It's horrible day. You don't even want to stand there for a couple minutes. It's so hard. And then those people who will be like given on the right side, they will be going to Jannah. Those are the lucky people running, rushing. Oh, I got it. They will go to Jannah. Huh?
Do we go to all of the gates of Jannah?
There are certain things you can do if you want to go from all the gates of Jannah. Yes, there are certain things you can do. Yes, Ayan.
What happens if, what about the babies?
Babies will, all the babies, all the people who will die before puberty, they will go to Jannah. There is no balance for them. So all the children who die before they get into the puberty, they will ultimately go to Jannah. No question asked.
But what age do you get puberty?
Oh, it varies from person to person. Some people get it around, like girls usually get before than boys. So usually girls like around 10, it can start from 10 years to up to 15, 16. In boys, it's around like 13, 14 years that it starts. But it can still, as I said, it varies from person to person. It might start sooner or it might start late. But as soon as you start your puberty, then is the time when everything is being written. Now the angels get active. Before you get puberty, these two, your buddies, companions, they're sleeping because they have nothing to write. Because when somebody is like at your age, all of you are mashallah so young, so they are not busy writing. They only write the good stuff.
But the other room is like...
Yes, the other room is like their angels are awake. So those angels are writing everything down, every gesture you make.
So these two angels on my shoulders are technically sleeping?
Yes. As soon as you start that puberty, and remember we talked about puberty?
What happens if you do the good deeds?
They write it down. Then if everything you do good, that reward will go to your parents. That's good, like you're giving them a gift, isn't it? So every good thing you are doing, it's like you're doing a favor to your parents. They will be rewarded for this. So for you, when we will be in puberty, our angels will be, all right, they will wake up. Now they will start every single thing, good or bad. They will write it down. They will record everything. And now coming back to the topic. Yes, Mariam, question? Yes. If your the left side is more like your balance, the bad deeds is heavy, then the paper will be given in their left hand and it will be out from their back, right? Because they don't want to hold it. They're so ashamed of it. The person will be like, everybody's going to look at me. I'm holding my paper in my left hand. It means, where am I going? So he will be ashamed. He will try to hide his hand in the back. So the angels will give him from behind. Yes.
What happened? Will everybody speak in Arabic and understand it?
Whatever language will be there, everybody will understand. So we don't know what language, but everybody will understand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do anything He wants. Everything is possible with Him. So now coming back to the balance, equal balance, right? Still we're talking about what if a person's good deed, bad deed equal? Now imagine there is a big ground and you have so many people. The ground is full of people. And you see people in front of you moving towards Jannah, moving towards hellfire, and you are still standing there. Everybody's the one balance equal. They hold it on, like on that area. You can't move, and that area is like a hill. And it will be said to them, go on top of that hill. On that hill, those people will be standing whose balance is equal. And now, because what happens if you're standing on a hill? You can see everything, right?
Yeah.
You can have a good view. If you're on top of the mountain, you can see the city. So just like that, on the top of the hill, they see that. And then they see people moving. They're going in Jannah. You see people going to hellfire. And you are like, what about me? Where am I going? And you're just standing there, tired, horrible day. You can't even move any place. You know, in the Quran, there is a surah, which is the name of that hill. You know that hill where there will be these people will be standing? You are you interested in knowing the name of that hill where those people will be standing? The whose balance is equal?
Yes.
That is called surah. I want you to write it down. I will write here and then you can just copy. Surah Al-A'raf. Al-A'raf. That is the surah of Quran. So in Al-A'raf, Surah Al-A'raf. A-R-A-A-F. And those people who will be standing on it are called people of Araf. People of Araf. At that time, you know what those people will be thinking? They would be thinking, oh my goodness, this day is so hard. I wish I could just get out of this day. How lucky those people are who are at least, even if they're going in hellfire, at least they're done with this day. They're out of it. Wherever they're going to go. But these people are out and I'm still stuck here. At that time, their whole life will be in front of them like a movie. They will be seeing everything they have done in the life. And they would wish that, I wish if I have done one more good deed, I won't be stuck here. Or maybe if I have done one more salam, because you know, if you say salam, you get 10 good deeds by just saying assalamu alaikum. 10 deeds. If I have done that, then you will remember that I went to that place or somebody visited us and I didn't even say salam to them. I wish I have done that. If I have done, maybe just said one salam to them, I won't be here. I would not be on the Araf.
Then that would be like 60 to 50.
Yeah, and then you would be like, I wish I maybe have given water to somebody. If I have given water, or maybe if I have shared, I have shared that date I had. I shared a candy I had. I will get extra deed and I won't be stuck here. You will be crying. People will be crying. Yes,
Wherever I go or something,
good, yes.
like when we, for example, if we like go to heaven or like, I mean, if we go to hell, do we still have a life or we just die?
No. In Jannah and in hellfire, nobody will die anymore. No. So what does that mean? When we are not going to die there, it means your life will be forever. So it's eternal life. You know what eternal mean?
Forever.
Forever. So if a person who goes to Jannah, they will be staying in Jannah forever. Just like if you have a very beautiful house, you're a millionaire, your house is worth $1 million. And then there are like time comes when you get out of your job or maybe your business collapse. And then what happened? Now you can't afford that house anymore because you don't have any money to pay. You don't have money to pay your bills. You don't have money to pay for if you're renting or if you're a mortgage, if you're doing that, then what will happen? You will be out of that house. So you cannot be in the house forever. In Jannah, we will have palaces. Beautiful palaces. Imagine.
Skyscrapers?
Yeah. And then once you live there, it will be forever. You will never kicked out. Is that good? That's really good. And then the same way, the scary part, the people who will be in hellfire,
Will stay there.
yeah, they will be there forever.
Unless if they say la ilaha.
Now people will wish. Now their life will be in front of them and they will be thinking, why I was so stupid. Now I feel like if I had prayed one more namaz or if I had listened to my mom once, you will remember that time that my mom called me and I just ignored. I wish I have gone at that time. I just responded to her call. I won't be stuck here. You don't know. You know the worst part is you will be standing on top of that hill, not knowing where you'll end up. You will end up where? You could either go to Jannah or you could either go to hellfire. Now the 50-50. It's on the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It will be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's choice. Allah's will. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to send a person to Jannah, then He will send you to Jannah. If He wants you to go to hellfire, you will go to hellfire because you didn't do enough, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us full chance. This life is full of chances. We got all the chance, but we chose like that. Now what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to do? Is it like unjust? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always a just. He is a just ruler. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always want to do things good for us. So now we are at the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when everybody will be gone, all the ground will be empty. Only people will be left there. The one on the hill. Yes. So now you see this is like a hill and you see people like they're going to Jannah, they're going to hellfire, and there are people standing here just waiting for their turn to see what's going to happen to them. Now, when all the thing is done, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come to these people. And now He will say, okay, now let's see. And then, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will decide, those people will be going there. So is this good to be on the hill?
No.
This is not fun part. Believe me, guys, it's not fun. That's miserable. So what do you want to do in the life? We want to collect as many good deeds as possible so we won't be here.
Or
Right?
there.
Or we just here, hellfire. This is Jannah. So I want all of us to go to Jannah. And that is the reason why we are here in the class today. Because we all want to go to Jannah, right? That's the reason. So when you go home, I want you to at least revise these things, the things we're talking about. Or you tell your parents, you tell your siblings, you tell your friends the things you learn here.
Cousins.
Your cousins, definitely. Because the more people you tell, you're going to get more rewards.
And you
Free
also
points.
show them how smart you are.
Yeah, no, but I don't want you to feel that way. Oh, I'm really smart.
No, like there's like people like say good job for memorizing that.
Yeah, so today we are trying to learn, or we are going to learn dua istikhara. And as I told you, Prophet ﷺ used to teach his companion. So now we are learning. So are we following Prophet ﷺ? So we are going to get double reward. How is double reward? One is for learning and one is for copying him. Copying our Prophet, beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I don't hear people saying Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You know, guys?
All the time.
Yeah, no, but I don't hear it. I need to hear it, that you guys learned it. Every time I say Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I want all of you to say it. Because you get 10 good deeds when
And
you
10
say it.
bad deeds are
Yes, and 10 of your bad deeds are removed.
Every time when I see or hear that word, I just say it.
Very good. Plus, your level, your ranking is raised 10 degree raised. You move upward 10 degrees. So we have to say this. So dua istikhara, I already told you the meaning of it. So inshallah, we will go over. I want you to take out your papers so we can read it together. I want you to read it so I know if you can read. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Get your papers out. I never said put it back in the backpack. We were gonna read it. We were gonna practice it. So we can practice so all of you know exactly how to say it. Ready? Okay, let's start. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma inni astakhiruka bi ilmik. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Allahumma. You look at the first word. Allahumma inni. So what does it mean? Allahumma, oh Allah. Every time you see this word, Allah, it says Allah, right? So that is the word of Allah. Oh Allah, inni. Indeed, I. Astakhiruka. Astakhiruka means I seek the good. I'm asking good. Bi'ilmika. So astakhiruka, I'm asking you. So we are saying it to who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, we are saying it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm asking from you. Bi'ilmika. With your knowledge. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has knowledge of everything. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm asking you with your knowledge, wa astaqdiruka, and with your knowledge and strength, bi qudratika, and your power, wa as'aluka, and I seek from your mighty favor. As'aluka mean to ask. Question. When we ask somebody, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? That is the question we are asking. In Arabic, it is as'aluka, I ask you. Min mean from, fadlika, from your favor. Al-azim. Azim mean very big. Can everybody point out where azim is? I want you to follow with me. What I'm saying, yes, I want you to follow word to word. If you are looking around here and there, you're not going to learn. We are here to learn this. So it says, Fadlikal azim, I ask from your favor, the biggest favor. And then we say, Fa'innaka, for certainly, فَإِنَّكَ تَقْدِرُ, you have the power. Wala, and la mean no. أَقْدِرُ, I don't have any power. وَتَعْلَمُ, and you have the knowledge. Wa, and la. La mean again. I just told you what la mean. No. Good job, Maryam. Excellent. A'lam. Alam mean I have no knowledge. So we are saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have knowledge. I have no knowledge. Wa anta, and anta mean in Arabic, anta is you. When we say in English you, Urdu we say tum, aap. Do you remember? In Urdu we say tum. In English it's you. In Arabic, anta. Allamu. Al-ghuyub. It means indeed you know. You know the knowledge of unseen. Only you have the knowledge of unseen. Remember in the beginning we talked about that the one who knows our future. That is the thing we're talking about here. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who knows what is for us in the future. That's what it means. We just finished this, that you have the knowledge of unseen. Allahumma. Now you see comes Allahumma again. It came where? In the beginning. Do you see on the paper? The first word was Allahumma. Now we are repeating the same word. Allahumma. What does it mean?
Allah.
Oh Allah. Good job. You guys are super smart. I'm so impressed. Proud of you. Allahumma. Allah. Indeed. Kunta.
Kunda.
You know. Kunta ta'lamu. Kunta mean you. Ta'lamu in your knowledge. Anna.
Anna.
Indeed. Haza. Haza mean this. Al-amr. Al-amr mean this thing, like this matter I'm gonna do. Yes.
After this,
So it says Al-amr. So Al-amr, I was saying that this is this matter. Which matter? For which the istikhara is sought. Like whatever thing you want to buy, whatever matter you have, the reason you are asking this dua, at this time you can keep that in your mind. Like let's say if you want to buy a toy, if you want to buy a book, or you want to buy a candy. So at this time when you will come to this word Haza al-amr, then you will think about that thing you want to do, the why you are reading this dua, and then you think about that, and inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you with that. So we say this matter khair. Khairun mean it's good for us. It is in the future, it's gonna be beneficial for me. If it's good for me, li mean for me, fi in dini, right? What is dini mean? If you think this thing is good for me for my religion, deen is religion, for my religion, then what is the next thing that comes? Wa ma'ashi. Ma'ashi mean it's for the life, for this world. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is this good? If is this thing I want to buy is good for my religion and for my livelihood, like this world where you are living in, if this is good for you. Wa aqibati. Aqiba mean is your akhirah. Akhirah is life after death. And if it is good for the end of my matter. Amri, this thing at the end. Faqdurhu. Faqdurhu. Look at your word, faqdurhu. It says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then decree it for me. It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then give it to me. If this thing is good for me, give it to me. That's what you are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَيَسِّرْهُ لِي. وَيَسِّرْهُ لِي. And make it easy for me. See how beautiful this dua is? The thing you are asking, you want to buy. You are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if this thing is good for me, then give it to me. And not just give it to me, make it easy for me to get it. So how can we apply that? Like maybe your parents are saying, no, you can't get it. And you know, it's difficult. Now, once parents say no, it's hard to convince them sometime, right? So now when you make this dua,
That's good to listen to your parents.
yeah, but then if you ask this dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if that thing is good for you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to put that thing in your parents' heart and it will become soft. And they will say, you ask it and they say, okay, go ahead, go get it. And then you're like, woo, that was easy because you read the dua. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it easy for you. So that's what it means here. Yassirhu li, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make it easy for me. Or maybe you get enough money. Like sometimes we think, oh, I don't have money. How can I buy it? The thing I want to buy is worth $10 and I only have $8. Oh, I don't even have enough money. So it means I can never buy it. But when you read this dua, you never know. Sometimes maybe your dad is so happy with you and you say, oh, here you go, Ayan, you did such a good job. Here, I give you $5. Here, I give you $10. And you're like, wow, that's exactly what I needed. And then you're like, now I can buy the thing. And then, was that easy? Oh, yes. That is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's how He make things easy for us.
I think I'm going to keep this in my pocket.
Yeah, if the best thing is not to keep in your pocket. You just keep it in your head. Yes, memorize it. If you memorize, you don't even need to look at this paper. So in the beginning, I didn't know this dua. So every time I had to go outside, I want to make a decision, I want to buy something, like I really want to eat something, and I'm like, I don't know, should I buy it or not? I would just take out my paper and now start reading. That's not fun, right? Sometimes you have paper, sometimes you don't have paper, and you're like, now what I'm going to do? So when I have paper, I read it. Then I said, that's not going to work, not very convenient. I should start memorizing it. So then I'm like, oh, looks pretty big. How am I going to memorize it? And then I said, no, nothing is difficult. Step by step, one line by line, you can memorize it. And now, alhamdulillah, I memorize this dua. I know it by heart. So every time I have to buy something online, I have to buy something in the store, I have to make a decision, I just read that dua. I don't need to take out anything. That's the best part of memorizing it. If you have thing up here, you're done. You are super. I want all of you to memorize it. That is the reason we are going over this dua today. And we will do it step by step. It's not like I want you to come next time and then all of you memorize the whole dua. If any of you can do that, excellent. I might give them a gift, something really good. But I don't want you to be like, feel burdened, but we will do slowly and we will learn. But you're more than welcome to do one at a time. If you really want to do it all at the same time, we still have 1 week. So I think it's plenty of time. If you try, you can do it. If you do one or two lines a day, you can easily do by next Sunday. So we can try do that. So I will be super proud of you. I will be super surprised if any of you would do that. So where we ended? Yassirli, yes. So we ended here. Now we have to start from thumma. Summa mean then. Barik, then. Summa. Barik. Barik mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put blessing in it. Don't just give it to us. This dua is, guys, so beautiful. So we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if this is good for me, give it to me, make it easy for me to get that thing. And not only that, you put a blessing in it. So it's like you will buy, let's say you buy that candy. Now the candy, normally if you don't read the dua, you eat at once, it's your favorite candy and you're done. And still you have desire to eat more, but you don't have any more. So what does it mean? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put blessing in it. Like when you start eating it, it seems like it's not coming to an end. Like it's so big, candy is just, you keep eating, it doesn't finish. And your desire is done. You still have half of the candy left. That's what blessing is. Do you want that? In your favorite, what is my favorite candy? I usually don't like candies. I don't eat candies. But my favorite thing is,
Chocolate.
I love gummy bears.
Gummy bears?
Yeah, I love gummy bears. And when I eat that, I wish it never ends. So sometimes I feel like in Jannah, I want my house to be made of gummy bears. Imagine my house palace. No, I don't want a house in Jannah. I want palace. Big palace. My whole palace is made of gummy bears. So whenever I feel like I'll just take a part, I'll break it and I eat it. So Yeah, so that's like, oh, and I like chocolates too. Yeah, some chocolates with crunch in it. I like those chocolates. I don't like those, the caramel ones, because I'm not a big fan of caramel. I don't like soft things. I like crunchy sour patch. Yes. What about the house, your palace made of sour patches? Who would want palace sour patch?
Blue sound.
Yeah, blue? You like blue color?
I like green.
Green? Whatever you wish.
The green
Yeah.
tastes like Mountain Dew.
So whatever you wish, your palace in Jannah will be according to what you like. You can wish anything. So if you want that sour patch palace, of course. You want chocolate palace, you can have that too.
I could just take a piece out when I'm hungry.
Nutella? Oh, whatever you want. You guys. No, see, it's her choice. Yeah, she can have anything she wants once she go to Jannah, right? That's the best part about Jannah. And that's why I love Jannah so much. And I feel like I want to do something which is not good. And then I think, what if I do it? If I do this, I will not go to Jannah. So forget about it. I cannot, jeopardize my Jannah just for that small thing. Nah, that's a loss. Yes.
I want my house made of Hershey.
Hershey's? Good. I like that. It's interesting that all of you come up with the interesting stuff. Anisa, your house would be gummy bear? No. It's you said Sour Patch, blue
Sour
one.
Patch.
Blue Sour Patch house? Oh.
Candy.
And which candy?
Every candy.
Every candy. Good. See, you can wish anything.
My TV will just be Sour Patch.
Guys, too much candies now. Now come to, otherwise we have to go to dentist then. Now come to the next part. We just got a small portion left. We are done most of it. So now we say wa in, and indeed kunta. It's the same repetition we did above. You ta'lamu, you know, in your knowledge. Anna, indeed, haza, this, al-amr. Does this recall? Haza al-amr. See up on the like, I think it's fifth line. Check it. The same words repeating. This matter. Sharun. Shar is always a bad thing. We do opposite things right in our classes. It says tell opposite. What is the opposite of sun? What is the opposite of man? What's the opposite of man? Woman. And opposite of light?
Dark.
Darkness, right? Same way, the opposite of khair is shar. What is khair?
Good.
Something very good, full of blessing. And shar, something which is harmful, very bad. It's not just bad, it's really bad for you. It's like damaging. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now in this portion of this dua, we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with your knowledge, if you know that this thing I'm gonna, which I'm after, like I want to buy, if this is bad for me, in my, like again, same thing repeating, sharrul li, shar, bad, li, for me, fi, in, dini, in my deen, in my religion, wa, and ma'ashi, my livelihood, wa aqibati, and my akhra, amri, fasrifhu. What does fasrifhu mean? Fasrifhu mean, you all are pointing towards right. So fasrifhu mean, then turn it away. Turn it away. This thing, the thing I'm tempted to buy. Turn this thing away, anni, from me. Next word is anni. Yeah, it means from me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, turn it away from me. Now it says wa, and fasrifni. Srifni mean turn me away from it. Not only turn that thing away,
Bad stuff away.
yes, turn me away too. And what does that mean? Like sometime, when we go to a store, now you want to buy the candy, the new candy you saw.
Or like a blue
So
toy.
you're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if this candy is bad for me, then just get it out of my sight. So all of a sudden you see, now you're like, oh, what happened? Somebody took it. Oh, there was just a last piece and somebody took it. So now it means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turned it away from you. He doesn't want you to buy it. Not only that, now you are asking, with that you're asking, wasrifni, turn me away too. Because what happened? Sometime you wanted to buy that thing, you couldn't for some reason, but now your heart is attached. You keep thinking about that thing you wanted to buy. It's not going away from your heart. You're like, oh, I wish, I still miss that thing. I wish I could get that. Oh God, I miss it. I miss it. Then when you say this word, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't make you feel that. You start hating that thing. So you don't have that regret. You don't have that thing, oh, I wish I could get, I really wish, I still miss that thing. I miss that thing. We say that sometime. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to remove that thing from you too. And you were like, no, maybe that was for my good. I'm glad I didn't get it. Oh, I just found out about that, the thing you wanted to buy. Like if it was a candy, maybe you found it from someone, they ate it and they got sick. And now you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected me. What if I have gotten that, I bought that candy, I would be one of those people who got sick. And now you feel blessed. Oh, thank you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now I know the benefit of reading this dua, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected you. See the blessing of this dua? Why this dua is so important? So wasrifni anhu mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala turn me away too. Not only that thing, so then I don't miss that thing anymore. I don't have any regrets about it. Waqdur li, and decree for me. Like, give me something al khair. Instead of this thing which was bad for me, give me something else which is good for me. So not just like take it away from me, replace it with something good. So beautiful, right? That you're asking that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not giving you that candy, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me something which is better than this. That's what you're asking. Haythu, from anywhere. Kana, thumma, from any place. Ardini bi. What does it mean? That make me pleased with it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it to me wherever it be. Wherever that thing is, which is a replacement, He's gonna give you. Wherever that thing is here for me, give it to me and make me happy with it. So then whenever I get that, I will be pleased to get it. So this is how beautiful this dua is. We went over all the translation, and inshallah we will do it. Next time I will ask you that we will do couple lines. Maybe I think we will do 2 lines. You want to do 3 lines? We can do 3 lines, inshallah. We can do up to here. Allamul ghuyub. Allamul ghuyub. This is line number 4. The half part of line number 4, because that will complete it, the first part. It's easy to remember like this. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim wa tub alayna innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah we'll see you next Sunday.